Hi there. We've been up to no good here. We've been trying a minimalist approach to recording with 4 tracks on the drums and trying to kind of keep stuff around 10 tracks. Had to do some creative thinking on how to record the guitars here without driving anyone crazy in my house. So I stuck the guitar cabinets in the basement, drilled a hole in the floor and ran a speaker cable up here. And we've kind of been bouncing between the Ecolette BS40, that's like from 1964. It's kind of like a German take on a Plexi. Black Star Artisan 30, which is pretty vicious as well. And here the secret weapon. It's not even that secret. Everyone should know about this. It's made by George Metropolis. It's a Metroplex. It's essentially 4 Plexis in one. You've got different voicings. You could go between any range of Marshall sounds. It's pretty crazy. Then over here we've got a Supro Jupiter that I've been using quite a bit. And up until now only one fuzz pedal has made it in. There's one of my self-created nasty things. I just kind of was obsessed with the sound from The Who from the late 60s when he was using that super fuzz, but like I tried to create one that sounded a little more mean than that. And I used that on this song called No Way Out. Also, like the vocals, I'm just using a Shure 545 SD, which is, I think, probably from the early 70s. I was using a Neumann U87, but it felt a little too crystal clear for me. So I kind of ditched that and took over with this because it's more dirty. Running through a gold mic, SPL gold mic that I've been dragging around for 20 years probably. It's bent up because I've dropped it. I've taken it all over Europe and used it at all sessions. Running the vocals basically through a Stam Audio SA2A, which is a copy of a LA2A from Teltronics. It's a very good compressor. I've used the the WA76, which is an LA76 copy as well. Very nice for warm audio. Bass tracks, we've been bouncing between a couple options. We've done some direct tracks. So we've used a bass big muff or bass super big muff, but I think we've kind of gravitated towards using this this former Sting bass, which I've altered because I was drunk in the 90s and got pissed off and kicked the neck in half. So ended up just putting this I forget, it's a Mighty Might or something. I can't remember the neck. Just cut it to look like a telly bass. And that's got a Klopman homemade pickup, and we put Klopman put this metal brace around it, because when I was touring with this, when I was playing bass with dumbbell or with the Hydromatics, sometimes this had like this cap on it, and I would play so hard that the string would grab the cap and rip the bobbin apart. So I had Klopman build this little thing there to keep me from shredding it. Guitars, generally it's been an Eastwood or a acoustic Black Widow. I have both. A custom 77 with crystal clear pickups from Ben Lindsay. Never heard of him. You should. He's really on top of his game with making PAFs and other Strat and Tele pickups. You can make whatever you want. He fixed my Black Widow pickup and it sounds awesome. And this Strat I've been using, it's got Lindy Fralin Woodstocks in it. Something happened, I broke my toggle switch, so I've just got only the front pickup hooked up straight to the output jack. So with that being said, we're using Harrison Mix Bus just to keep life complicated. I started using a new digital workstation. It's a learning curve. It's based on the open source Adower template, and it's pretty badass. It's got compression and tape saturation built into each channel. It's very analog minded, so it's good for an old fart like me. So without any further ado, let's give a listen to some stuff here. This is called No Way Out. I guess I should mention some little details about how we recorded that. Would be 4 channels on the drums. So that was 2 AKG C414s over the drums. Had a, on the bass drum, an Electro Voice, I can't remember the model number, 452, something like that. And a old Shure pre-SM57, one of the 60s ones with the gun handle on it. We use that on the snare, and that's it. Just 4 drum mics, and all the guitars are mic'd with one mic. I used, for the guitars, a Sennheiser 409 U3, and on the bass, it's running through the Bassman 135 into a Carlsbro 415 with G15Cs in it. There might be a G15M in there too. It was a garbage pick from Den Haag in Holland. Dragged it back here and refurbished it as best I could. So that's it. I mean, there's really just 4 drum tracks, 3 guitars on this one, 1 bass, 2 vocals, and I cheated a little bit and used a couple tracks for theremin for the middle part, and that's basically it. So, oh, tambourine, of course, has 1 track. So that one's one of the more overproduced songs, and we're still around 10 tracks. So that's what I'm talking about. Easy does it, mother scratcher.